This is the Tottenham Hotspur career mode here in FIFA 22. We are kicking today's massive episode off here with the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea. Our plan is to play this game, play one other match in the month of March, and then simulate all the way through the month of March in this episode. I'm starting the first team in this game for two reasons. First of all, it is a cup final, which I would like to win, but also our next match after this is an FA Cup match against Fulham, which I plan on simming with the second team, so I'd like to keep them a little fresh. The only change I'm making is at left back. Tanganga's coming in for Reguilon, who's a little bit tired, but other than that, we are rocking with a full strength starting 11. It looks like Chelsea will do the same, so this should be a very fun Carabao Cup final. This is our first opportunity for some silverware apart from the preseason, which doesn't really count. I don't really put too much weight into this tournament, but silverware is silverware. Tottenham haven't won anything since 2008, so it'd be nice to pick up a legitimate trophy in our first season as Tottenham manager. And we will get us kicked off here at Wembley Stadium for the Carabao Cup final. They worked it out here to Marcos Alonso. We just have to defend. Make sure he doesn't get any crosses in. Good tackle from Emerson to give them a throw. Let's keep defending. Let's keep him in this corner. We can't. They whip it in to Saul, to Lukaku, who fires it over, but I think it got blocked. So that'll be a corner for Chelsea, which we have to defend now. They might play it short. If we can just block in the cross. We don't. Head it out, please. That'll be another corner. They play it short again. They cross it in short, and we will clear it out, hopefully. Kane to Ndombele. We don't have much forward. Let's just hold on here. I tried to find Lo Celso, but the ball was not great. Ziyech has made his way in, but it's a poor ball. But it's another poor ball from Ndombele. We just don't want them to get any shots off, and if they do, we want them to be from this kind of range with a guy in front. And Hugo makes a safe save. We found Emerson in some space here, but they're playing a 5 at the back as well, which is proving really tough to break down. If Emerson would have made a run there was a lot of space. Oh, that was a good cutout by them on defense there. Let's come back into Højbjerg, though. We can cycle it around here. To Emerson out wide, back into Kane. One-time shot. Save from Kepa. Yeah, and they brought that way back to Timo Werner for that dirty slide tackle. Show a replay. Look how late this was. The ball's gone, and then he goes in. Ref, that could be a red card in some instances. Better watch it, Timo. Ziyech has found some space. Tanganga has not been playing very well down here on the left back position. He's been giving a lot of room for Ziyech to run into, which is leading to opportunities like that, which means we have to defend yet another corner. Son is relatively isolated here. Can he get past Thiago Silva? He certainly can. This should be a goal. It is. It's off the post. Son was all by himself, but when I realized that Thiago Silva was the closest center back, I was like, I think we can beat him for pace. And we could. It's 1-0 Tottenham. It was at that point that I figured out we'll just take it. And then I thought that last touch would have made it just a little bit of a too narrow of an angle. But he finds it in off the post. And that's Son's first goal in the Carabao Cup, probably because he hasn't played in many of the games. There's just been a calamity at the back. Hugo made a great save, but it was one of those animations where he falls to the ground and he doesn't get back up in time to claim it. So I have to head it out with X. And I head it right to one of their guys who just rifles it into an open net. So Hugo makes the save, but he's down, so I have to head it out, and then it falls to, I think, Saul, who just finds the open net. So, Kovacic. So that's an unfortunate equalizer to concede. They're finding a lot of space on both of our flanks, which is making me a little bit concerned. You know, Tanganga, I understand, is struggling a little bit, but Emerson has got to be doing better against Alonso and Timo Werner, who are making runs into that open space there. Son finds Kane, who is not as pacey as Son, so we won't be able to outpace the defenders like we did on our first goal. But it'll be Ndombele, who Lo Celso had stopped his run. If he had kept making that run, he had some space there. But we've turned it over, and now we have to defend. Emerson's in the last minute of the first half. Can we find a cross? That's poor, but it's in. Oh, Emerson barely kept that ball in for the cross. It was the weakest little cross ever, but Ndombele just barely managed to get in front of his defender to put us in front right at the end of the first half. I thought I had dribbled just too far, but at the last second he gets it in. Ndombele beats both Kepa and Bonucci, it looks like, to give us a lead right on the stroke of halftime. And that was the last kick of the first half. I think we're pretty lucky to be up. I am going to make a substitution at halftime, though. Tanganga has really struggled at left back, and he is going to be playing in the next game because it's going to be an FA Cup match. So I don't mind playing Reguilon for the rest of the second half, even if he gets pretty low in stamina, because he's going to have most of the next game off anyways. We worked the ball really well here on this play. Kane found some space, and we've run a corner. I wasn't talking, so I probably won't include that in the video, and then Sanchez heads it over. They found some space here with Ziyech, but Reguilon closes down well, and we'll concede. That's not a penalty, is it? What's just happened? No way. Are you kidding me? Oh my. That's frustrating, but Lukaku has smashed it off the crossbar. I can't believe that they gave a penalty for that. That's literally the least amount of foul I've seen in this career mode, and they've given a penalty for that? That's baloney. I think the miss is deserved. We did not deserve to concede like that. But we have to defend still here. I hope we can get a goal pretty quickly here and just end Chelsea. Reguilon's out wide here. The man who apparently conceded the penalty. But it's a beautiful cross. Cut out well. And we can't win the ball back. Yes, we can. Just kidding. Nope, we can't. And we have an injury. And Ndombele is down in their box. No, that's another center attacking mid who I was going to take off this game. That's super annoying. I'm going to bring on Brian Hill. He doesn't play very much, and he's converting to a cam anyways. If Ndombele is out long term, I'm done with this game. I'm so done. It's an unfortunate substitution, and they've done Brian Hill dirty with this player model, I'm telling you what. But that's so sad. Two really frustrating moments back-to-back in this game. First, conceding the penalty, which I think karma saved us a little bit with the miss, but then an injury, that's not what we needed. Ziyech is away here. He's gotten past Reguilon, but Reguilon covers well. They've worked it towards the middle. I just want to, again, stay in front. Stay in front of the ball. Block any shots that come in. That's good. Good save, Hugo. We'll win a corner. I'll take that. I'll take that corner. We have a corner here. If we can get one more goal, we'll seal the game for sure. But it doesn't look like we'll get it on that. Ziyech out wide again. Reguilon. Beautiful. That's how you defend, Sergio. If they didn't have 5 back, we would have a break there. Can we get in behind? No, Reece James is just too good. He's too fast. Oh, I've made a poor pass there, and Lukaku is in, but he's put it wide. I'm not going to make any more substitutions this game because all the guys that would be able to come on are going to start in the next game, and they're all a little bit tired. So I'm going to give them the rest of the time on the bench to rest, and then we'll just finish out the game with the players we currently have, who are mostly first-team players. Ooh, get done, Reece James. Get done, Reece James. Højbjerg, win that header. Kepa makes a save. I'm going to play this short because we just want the clock to be running. Just stay on side, Emerson. Just stay on side, bro. That's all we need from you. We're into stoppage time. We only have 2 minutes to hold on to this 2-1 lead. I think we can do it. I think that's doable. Just going to play short, easy passes. Just hold on to the ball till the end of the game. Ref, blow that whistle. Blow that whistle. It's a trophy. Tottenham's first trophy since 2008. Our first trophy that we win in this career mode. Hopefully the first of many. It does come at possibly some cost, and Ndombele had to get subbed off because of injury. I'm just hoping it's not too severe. And I've accidentally skipped the trophy celebration. That's my bad. But again, this is like the least kind of prestigious trophy that we could win. When we win our next one, and it's going to be a when, not if, I will make sure to not skip the ceremony. There it is, confirmation. Tottenham Hotspur, Carabao Cup winners, 2-1 over Chelsea. And I don't believe it. Tanguy Ndombele has gone down with the exact same injury that Steven Bergwijn had, and his season is done. I think Bergwijn is coming back in a few months, but Ndombele is done for the season. So now I have to go adjust my lineup. Steven Bergwijn still has 5 months left to recover, so his season is actually done. So we're going to be without both of our starting center attacking midfielders for the rest of the season, which means that Dele Alli, the spot is yours, man. You got some redemption opportunities here. Due to that injury to Ndombele, we've had to change our lineups a little bit. This is now what the second team lineup is looking like. Again, we have the FA Cup match here against Fulham, which we are going to sim with the second team. If we lose, I'm not too bothered about it. If anything, it's going to be fewer matches that we have to worry about going forward. And we've actually lost. So I can't say I'm too bothered about it with the injuries that we've been dealing with. I know we've only had 2 all season, but they've been 2 not only really severe long-term injuries, but also to really important players. I'm actually fine with eliminating 1 set of fixtures from our calendar. We've received a loan offer here for one of our Moldovan youth academy players who we are looking to loan. It's a loan to buy, which you all know by now we are not interested in doing, so we will take off the loan to buy option. And since it's not going to take place until the start of next year, we'll just make it a 1-year loan, so he'll be gone all of next season, hopefully. Our next Premier League game here is against Everton. They currently sit 11th, and I'm just looking at the table here, and Liverpool have somehow managed to have 2 fixtures more played than us, so they are 4 points ahead, but with us having 2 games in hand, if we can get 2 wins in those games, then we'll keep pace, keep our spot in first place. I also noticed something about some of our matches here. It looks like the Premier League moved our Man U game that was supposed to be here on the 13th, which I was thinking about playing, which means that no matter what, the next game we play in this episode will be the West Ham game. Here's our new look first team. Obviously, instead of Ndombele being at cam, we have Dele Alli. Everyone else is good, though. Reguilon and Sanchez are a little bit tired because we've struggled to get them rotated, but we need wins. So we'll quick sim this one and hopefully get a win, keep pace with Liverpool. And we do barely. It's a 1-0 win, but it's a clean sheet. And I'm just remembering, looking in the 45th minute there, Harry Winks is now on their team. They also have Lacazette, which is interesting. But Son gets us a win. Our defense keeps a clean sheet, and that's 3 points. We have a loan offer here for Harvey White, who has been loan listed for quite a while. It's from Dusseldorf, 1-year loan deal. It's something I actually don't have to negotiate. I'll just accept that straight up. With all of the injuries that have been piling up, and I know it's not many, but it's 2 really long-term injuries to 2 really important players. I honestly, just like with the FA Cup, I'm really not going to be too bothered if we don't advance in the Conference League. So we're going to sim this game with the second team like we've always been doing, and we'll see what the result is. It's another 1-0 win, just like against Everton in the Premier League. Calvert-Lewin gets the lone goal. It's a clean sheet. Again, if we win the next game, awesome. If we lose, I'm not too bothered about it. The loan deal for Harvey White has gone through, so at the start of the next season, he will be going off to Dusseldorf for the entire season. We've had an entire week off here in between games, so we didn't even have to sim any Premier League games. Our team is entirely fully fit, so we'll sim this game again with the second team, and we'll see what the result is. And it's a 2-1 win. Calvert-Lewin winning us the game. Actually, we were already ahead on aggregate anyway, so we advance in the Conference League, which is fine, I guess, but I'm just going to keep simming with the second team until we eventually get eliminated or until we win the whole thing. I am still a little bit regretting not accepting the Denmark international management offer, but again, I think we could, after this season, get a pretty decent offer. We have one here from the Czech Republic, which I am not interested in accepting, so we will reject that offer. And then we have a loan offer here from Marius Lupu, who we are looking to loan. It is a 1-year loan deal from Exeter City, so hopefully at the start of next season, he will be on loan at Exeter for the entire season. We've made it to the day of the West Ham game, and I'm just looking at the table. Liverpool are still 2 fixtures ahead of us, and they're still 4 points ahead. So again, if we can get full points and keep pace, Then once we're all even with matches played, we should be ahead of them. It looks like it's honestly becoming a two-horse race between us and Liverpool. We're 6 points ahead of Man U with a game in hand, so that could put us 9 points ahead. The top four seem to be pulling away. Again, if Man City can win their next game, then they'll be, what's that? Is that also 9 points ahead of Chelsea for the Champions League? So the top four and the top two are kind of pulling away. West Ham, our next opponents, currently sit in 15th, but they do have 2 games in hand on the teams below them. But hopefully if we can beat them, we'll keep them firmly entrenched in that relegation chase there. Apart from the injuries, of course, our first 11 is fully fit, so we will just go ahead and play this with the first team. I have noticed something that is going to be important going forward. Hugo Lloris started the season 87 rated. He has now gone down to 86. I am definitely going to need to put a goalkeeper at the forefront of our transfer deals next season. Again, I don't want Hugo to ever be sold from us. I am intending to keep him here until he retires, but that does not mean I'm going to have him start until he retires. I know he's going to start dropping off, and I'm going to want a younger goalie that can kind of take his place once Hugo starts to drop off pretty significantly. So that's just something I'm keeping in mind going forward. It's a London derby, which is always a big game. West Ham, even though they sit in 15th, could give us some trouble. We did lose to Newcastle earlier in the season, who I think are also pretty close to the relegation zone. So any team could give us any trouble, and since it's a London derby, it's even more, up in the air. Harry Kane will get us kicked off here, and let's try to get some crucial 3 points. We have Emerson out wide. I'm going to play it into Kane, who was open earlier, but he's still open and he'll finish it. I saw Kane calling for the ball. My cross was just a little bit late, but he still had some space and found room for the header. That's an early 1-0 lead. Let's go. See, he's calling for it there, and the cross is just late, but that defender doesn't close him down. He wins the header, firing it back across the goalie. And that'll be his 14th goal of the season. Not bad. Oh, Kane's in again here. I'm just going to shoot it. Oh, my word. I don't believe it. Kane just made a run. There wasn't a whole lot of space there. I just played it to his left. Takes a couple touches, and I was getting closed down. I just had to fire with his left foot. Again, almost exact same position in the net as his first goal. And that's 2-0 after how many minutes? 6 minutes. What a game we have so far. I haven't been showing it a lot, but our defense and midfield have just been winning every ball that's coming their way. Every 50-50 ball, every header, every pass. We've just been cutting it out. They haven't gotten behind us once. Of course, now I know as soon as I say that, they're going to get in on goal, but so far our midfield and defense have been holding strong. Kane has found Son, who will... Oh, is that Ogbonna with the tackle? Ogbonna, I think, just made a beautiful last-ditch tackle. Son was in. Would have made it 3. Kane has a hat trick. I don't believe it. Harry Kane has a 25-minute hat trick maybe. What minute is it? I don't know. The clock just went away. He got pretty lucky. He was not meant to shoot that. I wanted Lo Celso to get the ball, and he shot it. It was blocked. It just came to Kane, and all 3 of Kane's goals have gone into the exact same spot in the net. But Harry Kane has a hat trick, and it's like the 20-somethingth minute. Oh, and they've just attacked off the kickoff. They just attacked with precision that I just could not defend, and they've scored. I mean, I just couldn't. I was switching to the right players, but their passing was just a half a second ahead of when I could get in front of them. So that's unfortunate. It's now 3-1, and we've only played 25 minutes. What a game this is. And that's how we break. That's how we break. They couldn't stop us. I tried to get it to Kane actually for his 4th, but the ball was just a little bit hard. It went through to Son, who was also open. Yep, they tried to stop me. I tried to play it to Kane, but it went to Son, who was also wide open. So we attack right back as well. It is now 4-1 after only 32 minutes played. It's 5. Again, I wasn't talking. Maybe I'll show it in the video or not. Just a couple really quick passes. Son finds space in between their defense, and it's an easy finish. And then the Son is just there. Their defense is just all over the place. Like, I don't know what's happening right now. I just had a bit of a nightmare at the back, which has led to a corner. Hugo made a pretty good save. It wasn't the best shot, but it shouldn't have happened anyways. And Rice puts it over. Oh, Son's in again. Son is in. To Lo Celso. It's 6. Guys, I actually don't know what's happening. This is what I was talking about. World class can be really inconsistent sometimes. Like, sometimes I can just absolutely dominate the opponent, but sometimes I really struggle to break them down and I lose like I did to Newcastle. This is just one of those games where, like, everything, I'm just finding the spaces. So, and I'm having a lot of fun, so I'm not going to change the settings. It's 6-1. I am going to make some subs. I mean, listen, the game is over. We've won this game already. I'm going to make probably 2 substitutions and then save the third one for later in the half. Reguilon is no longer needed. We'll bring on Tanganga. I'm also going to bring on this guy, John, who I'm going to be honest, I actually don't know his first name. I've never played with him before in-game, but he's going to get a chance here, an entire 45 minutes at the center attacking midfield position. Let's see what he can do. Oh, referee, that's dirty. John, with his first touch of the game, gets fouled from behind. Their goal scorer with a nasty challenge. That's a deserved yellow. Oh, and Son with the awkward shot forces a beautiful save out of Areola to win us a corner. Hi, everyone. It's Adam from the future. I didn't have any technical difficulties this time, but I actually recorded this episode and then the next episode you're about to see back-to-back during the holiday season when we had a lot of people coming over to our house to visit, and it just so happened that at this point when I was recording, things got kind of busy, so I had to stop my, recording my voice. And then you'll also see in the next episode that's completely just me talking to you from the future, but I just wanted to record that gameplay. And I guess this was actually a pretty fortunate episode for that to happen because not a whole lot happened in the second half. You can see we're already in the 72nd minute. I'm just going to tell you now, I think we might have scored one more goal, but West Ham didn't really have any chances. We had only 1 or 2 chances. The second half was pretty boring. Like I said, I think we're going to get one more. But overall, the game was secured in the first half. I think you heard me saying that, earlier during the game. The second half was pretty much, nothing needed to be done. We could have scored there, made a good save. We're going to bring on, take off Lo Celso here, and then did I bring on Ola John, I think, for his debut. Again, the second half was just super, super boring. Not many chances. The ball kept just going back and forth in the midfield. I really wanted to give us a chance to play some of our youth players. And this is our one goal in the second half, which really surprised me. That was Tanganga. He made a good run in there. I was surprised that he had so much space to get it in on net. And then I was like, well, there's, normally in that situation, I would either cross it or pass it across goal, but there was no one there. So I just thought I'd rifle it in near post, and it happened to go in. So I think that was Tanganga's first goal in the Premier League, the first goal I've ever scored with him. And then he gives us a 7-1 win. So, Harry Kane with the hat trick, he'll get the match ball, and then we'll end the game with a massive 7-1 win. Just a couple of emails here with some loan deals. We're going to sim the next match here against Leeds. You see we have a full-strength starting lineup. Dele Alli now as our starting center attacking midfield. And we will win this one 2-1 with Son and Lo Celso scoring. Bamford made it late interesting, but we come away with 3 more points. We get some more youth updates, and then we actually won Manager of the Month, which is awesome to see. I think we've actually won that a couple times now. And so this is where we're going to sort of wrap up the episode. Our next match is against Newcastle, who I played in the previous match against them, and they actually beat me. They're our 1 loss of the season so far. They do currently sit in 18th. We're still 1 match behind Liverpool, but if we win and keep pace with them, we will be on top of the league, at least for now. You can see there Newcastle in 18th. Just looking at our upcoming months here of the calendar, we do have our next Conference League opponent. It is Copenhagen, which I'll just sim those two games with the second team, and then the rest of the month you saw there on the calendar. So thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for the next episode.